Yo, that Raider Nation, welcome to another episode of the Raider Nation Roll Call. Again, we have a special event coming up for you, Raider Nation. It's taking place at the tailgate of the Cowboys Raiders game. And this event is done none other than by my man here, Shorty. Shorty, welcome to the Raider Nation Roll Call. Thanks for being here, brother. How you doing?
Doing good. Little energetic, little burnt out, a little bit of everything, man. As we get closer, just trying to tidy up. Get the last minute details, everything that makes the tailgate our special tailgate. Little special things that people are like, oh man, that's cool. Just the whole overall details that we get for the experience of the tailgate. I always run around like the last week or so trying to just make sure all those details are perfected. I'm not too sure like how many people really notice those details, but I mean, it's a thought I love putting into it. I like knowing what I'm putting out there is from the heart. It's not a
Right.
commercialized event. It's what we did in Oakland. We just made do with what we had and just got bigger every year.
So for those individuals that don't know about Shorty's tailgate in Lot W, give them a brief history of how this came to pass.
Okay, well, for Vegas, I gotta say we came to this, at the first year after they let us in the stadium after COVID. We purchased a RV parking pass to find out it was in a pretty remote area that you can't even see us.
Right.
So we ended up talking with the property management of that lot where they had the RV parking pass at, and they gave us the front premiere on the street of Hacienda, just around the corner from Polaris. So we were outside with the RV, and that was actually our first tailgate in Vegas. And since it was okay by the property management, and it wasn't done through the Raiders, we're allowed to get there like at 10 in the morning, and we tailgated till like 4 in the morning.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that was an awesome experience. It kind of felt like Oakland RV parking, like we did there, with extra hours. But yeah, so definitely that was our first experience, and after that, we didn't go back to that area. We were trying to get closer to the stadium, and we got introduced to Lot W by a friend of mine that's out there. It goes by Reyno's Vegas. He's a buddy of mine, and him and a couple of his buddies had like 4 or 5 spots out there, and they let us take over 1 year. And from there, the rest is history. We just want to establish our own thing. We're not out there to compete with nobody. We're not trying to do nothing. We're just trying to continue what we did in Oakland, have fun, bring that vibe, bring the music, bring that energy. That party scene when you went to an Oakland tailgate, you're in Oakland because everybody they're having a great time.
So when you were doing these tailgates in Oakland, was this just like kind of like in Vegas where it was like a once a season event, or was it every game?
No, unfortunately for me and my crew is a 1 game a year because we live in SoCal. So to go to Oakland was far, but it was always fun. We look forward to it. But yeah, unfortunately, as the years got on, the expense of this tailgate went from like everybody pitching in 15, $20, and we just meet there to it's pretty up there now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it started in Oakland, and it just started. I think I posted pictures on my Shortys tailgate page with me looking up at the sky while I'm kneeling down. I had a grill like this big that we got at the flea markets.
Right.
So we went to a flea market right there in Merced because I got family up there, and we just looked for a little grill because we went like with just an ice chest and nothing. So there was 4 of us, and that's where we started. And just from there, the next year, I just kind of pumped everybody up and went from 4 of us to like 10, 20, and eventually we got into the RV, and I never went back to the other lots after that. After B lot with the RV, we stuck in there, and we would take the RV from down here and take like 30 people in that RV that was only supposed to fit 8.
Right.
So everybody was just drunk on the whole way to Oakland. While I was driving, me and my buddy, we would switch off driving. Everybody just had a good old time. But the expense to take the RV from down here, from SoCal to NorCal, with all that weight, with all that alcohol, all the people, it killed us on fuel. Like we filled up like 4 times before we got to Oakland.
Hey man, but it was well worth it though. It was definitely well worth it.
So yeah,
now I was gonna say now you're bringing this tradition from Oakland to Las Vegas, and you've been doing it since 2021, because I think 2020 was the first year that the Raiders were in Vegas, but it was the COVID season. So 2021, and this is going to be your what would it be, your fifth tailgate, right?
Yeah, it's going to be the 5th tailgate. The first one we did was actually, like I said, with the RV, and that was the year that we actually knocked out the Chargers for the playoffs, and that was the day of the tailgate.
Yeah, that's right. I
So
remember
we
that
actually
one. I was there.
we coordinated with somebody else that was using that RV section before us, and they had a good like 50, 60 people. But then we had our group there, and we brought like another 100 and something people. The next people were just stopping by because they brought banda. I had a full man crew. I had like 4 bartenders. We had like 5 cooks, servers. We had the TV on. I mean, just like I said, if you're in Oakland, you would be like, this is just like Oakland because that's what we did.
That's dope.
And so we end up packing out that section, and ever since then, it's been hard to get people to come to these tailgates because since that we really haven't had a great season.
No, we haven't. It's been what, 2 above average seasons in 23 years? Because it's only been twice that we made the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been hurtful
And
for the nation, for the team, just all the way around. You mean so we still do this regardless of what our record is. We commit to the game before the season comes out. We just wait for the dates, but we always try to pick the best game every year to highlight because yes, we do want Raider fans there. We want to black it out because that's what this is. It's a Raider home game. But I've been doing this so long. This is going to be, I think, roughly give or take 19 year combined with Vegas and Oakland that I've been tailgating. So a lot of people have been coming to my tailgates, and they've flown in from different states, from SoCal to Ohio to Buffalo, and they've joined us at our tailgates because they met us in Oakland, and they're like, "Can I come?" We're like, "Come on, brother. You're more than welcome." You know what I mean? You don't get, you don't get your tormented by the Raider fans. They're going to give you a little sass here and there, but I mean, no one's gonna rough you up. Everyone's here for a good time. So with that being said, we've had a lot of followers over the last 19 years, and people come most of the time just for the tailgate. They don't come for the game. But sometimes they're like Green Bay fans or Pittsburgh fans, but they're like, we don't care who you're playing. It's Shorty's tailgate. We're coming.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, and this year you're basically doing it on, I want to say, the most popular game of the season, which is the Cowboys Raiders game at Allegiant Stadium, and it's a Monday night game too, so it's going to be nationally televised. So it's definitely gonna bring in a lot of people. Hopefully, more Raider fans than actual Cowboy fans. But even though at the end of the day the Raider Nation wins the tailgate, that's something we're definitely good at doing.
Well,
And
that's
I
for
know
sure.
that definitely your tailgate's gonna kill it, man. So for, again, speaking to those people that haven't experienced Shorty's tailgate, give them a rundown of what to expect at this year's tailgate.
Well, let's see. This year's tailgate, every year is different. We don't. I don't like to do just a basic because me and my crew that's been on tailgate with me for years. I mean, years. They've been with me for almost most of the 19 years. We all cook. We all cook at home. We have pride in barbecuing, our pride in our craftsmanship of cooking. So we don't do your basics. So this year we're going to do like a little Baja style shrimp, fish, steak, pickles, with the cabbage. Like if you go get a Baja shrimp taco or a fish taco, they fix them all up. They all look nice and puffy and all that good stuff. But we also want to make sure there's flavor. It's not just like, here you go. We're going to bring out some ceviches, some aguachiles, our notorious bacon wrap hot dogs that we've been doing. We do the jalapeno wraps that I do a little different than most people. We use some like queso Oaxaca. Then we cap it off with some chorizo. Yeah. Then we wrap it in bacon. Then we just throw like the little seasonings we just do stuff a little different than normal. We want people to come when they experience the tailgate, be like, oh, damn, this is definitely worth, coming again. Because we don't want to just do something basic. We want to make sure everybody that comes for this tailgate, which we only do once a year, they see it's well worth it.
Right. And then also, aside from all this bomb food that you're mentioning, you also were telling me about, your bar setup. What's that going to look like?
A bar setup, well, we have endless alcohol. So we got about four to five bartenders, girls that been with me as well. Most of the women that are with me are the spouses to my grill guy, the barbecuers. So my bartenders, we do monthly meetings where I teach them or I give them my recipes to the drinks I've been doing over the years. So when they get there, they already know how to get these drinks out that people are like, oh, that's good. Like, you want people to come back for those drinks. Last year we did kegs for the first time. We never did. And unfortunately we had some bad pumps and we wasted about a keg and a half of beer.
Wow.
Yeah, so this year we decided to invest in one of these little jockey boxes right here with the full
Oh,
CO2
okay.
system, and we got 3 tap
Nice.
system. So we want to definitely make sure we don't have that issue again. We want to make sure
Getting
that
all
beer line is
pro.
going like that.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be pro status right there.
Yeah, so it doesn't, like I said, everything from the drinks to the signature flavors to when you take that drink, you're like, oh, this is good and refreshing. And they're like, I don't taste alcohol. We're like, well, a good drink, you're not supposed to taste alcohol. You're supposed to just get to enjoy it. It's supposed to be like
Right.
a good subtle drink you can sip on like an old fashioned. When you get old fashioned, you're not drinking like you want to taste the aromas of the bitters. You want to taste the smoke. You want to taste everything.
Right.
That's what we do with our drinks. That's why we have our meetings every month, not only for the drinks but for the food to make sure they know how long it's going to take us to cook the fish at this temperature. You know, I mean, we got 100 or something people coming and they hear all you can eat, all you can drink. That line is already forming before we even get set up. You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt.
so yeah, we definitely have our time cut out for us. We're like I said before, we only do it once a year, so we only get 1 year to fix the kinks from last year, and every year we're trying to improve. But yeah,
I mean,
so
that's
like I
great.
said, as far as the drinks, we're gonna have like Modelo on tap, Pacifico, and for those that don't want anything heavy, we're gonna have the Michelob Ultra all on tap.
So you're gonna have some water too, I see.
Yeah. It's some flavored water. Yeah, definitely some cold flavored water. But yeah, so then we're being supplied with one of our sponsors from out there in Vegas, Lee's Discount Liquor. You can find them all over Las Vegas. So they're out there. They're going to be taking care of all of our alcohol and beer needs this year. So that's awesome. You mean for them being able to help us out like that to give it to you guys it's a blessing. Then we
It is,
also
man.
got one of our local tequila companies out here in Anaheim. That's Consta Mario, which is right here. They will be supplying all the tequila. So we definitely got, like we said, when I say all you could drink and all you can eat, in 19 years, not one tailgate has been out drinking or out eating.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
like I said, I don't care if I got to go negative a couple hundred or a couple $1,000. We want to make sure we live up to what we say, all you can drink and all you can eat.
That's cool, man. You've been talking about the food, you've been talking about the drinks, you've been talking about the service. There's another aspect of your tailgate, which is the entertainment. Because I know, like you were mentioning before, you had banda before, and you've had other types of entertainment. What is a Raider Nation to be expected from this year?
Also, this year we usually rotate within 2 DJs, but our main DJ is DJ Johnny Z. He comes from out here. He's been with me since we've been in Vegas. To kind of reflect a little backwards, we used to have the Funk Freaks and one of my good buddies, longtime car club member, Raider brother, all around good guy. He's been my DJ for years. He went by DJ Frosty with the Funk Freaks. So he passed away a few years ago, and
I'm sorry to hear.
so things with that kind of changed up. Johnny kind of stepped in after the passing of our brother Frosty, which was heartbreaking for us. But we still keep that same entertainment. So we also get DJ CeeLo that comes straight out of Carson City, Nevada. He comes and he cooks, he DJs. So we mix it up with 2 different DJs. We got our buddy Angel Baby. He MCs out here. He does like the Art of Bowl Radio Network. He does
Oh wow!
he does the Latin Legend cruises. You will see him at probably anything in Vegas, in California, and Arizona. He's usually emceeing or hosting any major event that has to do with Chicano artists or with oldies or with Raiders. He's hosting a lot of things, so we're honored to have him coming back again. So Angel Baby will be our MC for the day, taking over the mic. And this year we also got a new add-on. She goes by Sinclair. She's out from out here, Upland, California. She has a
Nice.
beautiful voice. She has different types of music. She doesn't have just one type of stilo. She don't do just like Chicano rap or oldie. She does a little bit of everything. She's awesome. So she's gonna be out there this year performing for you guys, and hopefully you guys love her. If not, follow her on Instagram under Sinclair. So we're gonna have live music. We're gonna have live entertainment. We got raffles. We're gonna have the game on. Just pretty much all around party experience, man.
And then also one thing that I noticed from last year was the amazing view that you guys have from Lot W
Oh
towards
yeah.
Allegiant Stadium. Because you got the whole stadium in the background. That is a great spot to be tailgating. It's cool. I stopped by, I remember last season, checked you guys out, and it seemed like it was a lot of fun. But yeah, brother, obviously you produced this yourself. Is there any other any other members or any other individuals that are helping you produce this event? Because you were mentioning that you have like your DJ friends that have been with you for years and the bartenders and stuff like that. Is there anybody else that you might want to shout out that helps you put this together?
Well, definitely. This year is actually our second collab with Raw Nation Raiders Against the World. My buddy Michael and Mark, they collaborated with us this year. They're partnering up. So this year, Shorty's Tailgate with Raw Nations. They've been out there hyping up, pumping it up, getting into this for the first time. You know what I mean, so it's something new. They're awesome. They're out there. They're doing the whole MOB, moving the blackout, trying to get everybody to come out, which is an awesome thing. Um, they just been out there trying to network, trying to get this blown up, and it's a new collab. So we're definitely both feeding off each other. Michael is awesome. Man. He has the awesome energy. He has that go, like you just want to get behind him and kind of go. And Mars right there, she's like, I got you, babe. Let's do this, and they definitely been very helpful in introducing me to a lot of people that I haven't met. Like all these years, I've never really went outside of the tailgate box. I never really explored all the super fans and this person, and they're out there. You know what I mean? So, Raw Raiders Against the World, they're definitely a big part of us pumping this up more better this year and trying to get more people to come out and check out Lot W, and hopefully, we get more people to come join us every year.
Oh, most definitely, man. So again, the date for the tailgate is what again? I know it's Monday, November
17th.
the date 17th, November 17th.
Yeah.
And from what time to what time are you guys going to be out there?
Well, so if anybody, for those that don't know about like the entrance for the tailgate, they usually let us in 4 hours before the game. So it's a 5 o'clock game. So we're assuming they're going to let us in at 1 o'clock. We'll be grateful if they let us in even 30 minutes earlier than that. But we expect a 1 o'clock move in. Just remember, you guys, just because it's a 1 o'clock move in, that does not mean we're going to be set up and ready to go by 1 o'clock. This year
Oh,
we
of
got
course
about
not.
this year I think we got about 11 to 13 parking spots, which is just all us. Yeah, so we got 11. I got to double check the numbers, but I think it's 11 or 13 spots we have to set up. So that's canopies, that's tables, that's bar, that's DJs. We just got a lot to set up. So we're definitely trying to work on, like, as soon as we get there, these people are designated to just getting this started. People get that started. The quicker we get the grills going and the drinks cold, as soon as you guys walk in, we want to make sure we're able to get you guys going. But yeah, just give us some time. We're going to try to aim for 30 minutes, but just all depends on how quick they let us in and how quick we get in that gate. So yeah, so technically, if we want to be a technical time, it'll be probably 1:30 to game time.
Right, right. All right, cool. That's still not bad, man. That's what that'll give what like 4 hours still fucking
Yeah, it's
eating,
like three and a
partying,
half,
drinking.
4 hours.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. And then once the game starts, are you guys? Does it end when the game starts, or are you guys still going to be tailgating, showing the game while the game's going on inside?
I don't know really how to comment on that with the rules of the stadium and the parking lot. So
So who knows?
yeah,
Whatever happens, happens.
whatever happens, happens. We're gonna do our best to comply with the stadium.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen people stay in the stadium parking lots no more after game time.
Right,
And
right.
if they do, they usually, depending on the stadium. But yeah, if we're able to hang out and chill a little bit longer as we're breaking down, we would definitely we'll be there.
That's right. And now, for those interested in participating in the tailgate, where can they get tickets?
They could get tickets or wristbands directly through me. They could message me on Instagram under Shortys _annual _tailgate, or they could call me or hit me up on my phone number, 951-2398. It's all over my Instagram page. If you follow me on Instagram or you even click on my page, you could DM me. And we'll go from there. Just want to make sure we get everybody locked in, get the people to care of them, give them more direct information instead of just get your wristband. We'll see you there. Just try and give them a little bit more perspective of where and how they get there and what to be prepared for. So yeah, I'm more of a direct person. I don't like to just get minimal information online, and then they're kind of lost. I mean, that's why I pretty much engage with everybody that comes into the tailgate.
And then let's say, for example, if there's member of the Raider Nation that hadn't heard of the tailgate, but then they're walking by and they want to participate. can they still purchase the day of at the event?
Oh yes, definitely. We will
Okay.
have wristbands. We'll have extra wristbands throughout the day. Like, you know, we're there to make sure that everybody has a great time. So we definitely gonna make sure we prepare for food, prepare for drinks. We just prepare for the whole thing. So like, if they're not too sure, it's the last minute thing. There's no big deal. You can always get a wristband the day of. We'll have a registration booth with two ladies sitting behind this table here with the Shorty Tailgate logo on the front. They'll have the wristbands. Make sure they put them on you. So the wristbands, we do have like 3 different wristbands this year. This year we have like a 21 and over, which means all you could drink and all you can eat. Then we also offer a wristband for people that between 20 and 12 years old that don't drink, or anyone that don't drink alcohol. That's a different wristband, and any kids that are 11 and under are free.
Excellent.
So it is basically giving out wristbands for different things, but also getting an idea like what our numbers are looking at when people come, and see how we can improve from next year, and just identifying people that are part of the tailgate. You gotta remember, you don't have to purchase a wristband to join the tailgate. You could come,
Right.
hang out with everybody and have a great time. We're gonna have the cornholes out there. We're gonna see if we get a tournament going on. We got 3 cornhole boards. We want to get going. See who wants to participate in the tournament. We're gonna have the beer pong. We have a little coloring station for the kids. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of different stuff, and saying anyone could join us, but in order to get the food and the drinks, you had to get a wristband. This is pretty much like we did in Oakland, where everybody's pitching in. It's the same concept, but on a bigger scale now.
That's great, man. So Raider Nation, don't forget, this Monday, Raiders against Cowboys, tailgate at Lot W with Shorty. He's going to be kicking it off like he always does. And let me tell you, I stopped off last season, and man, it was a party. Let me tell you, it was a great time. So don't miss out. Contact Shorty on, where can they find you, Shorty? On Instagram? Where else?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook under Gabriel Basta. Like I said, my direct number. I'm on TikTok too under Shorty's Tailgate. If you type in Shorty's Tailgate, you'll see this logo on there. If you don't see that logo on there, it's not me.
Gotcha. Okay, so Raider Nation, don't forget, this Monday coming up, actually, we're recording on Monday, but it's Monday coming up. It's going to be off the hook. Going to be one of the best tailgates of the year. You don't want to miss it. Lot W, right across the street. It'd be on the west side of the stadium. You can't miss it. It's going to be a great time. Just follow the crowds. Everybody's going to be there. Shorty's going to be there. Raw Nation's going to be there. Raider Nation's going to be there having a good time. So with that, Shorty, thanks for coming through, brother. Thanks for doing what you do, keeping the Raider Nation involved, keeping the Raider Nation entertained. Even though our team isn't doing it for us, we do it for ourselves. Because
that's right.
Like I've been telling everybody, we're all we got. Until our team turns it around, we got to take the reins and help the Raider Nation have fun during football season. Because if it wasn't for this, man, we'd be more miserable than we are watching these guys play.
Right.
But again, Raider Nation, thanks for stopping by. Hit up Shorty. And don't forget, everything that we do is for the nation, by the nation. Peace.
That's right. That's right.